7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. Let's go!
Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks, lads. Joined with my guys, Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson.
Sir.
Swerving Irving Washington. With the fresh haircut. Let's go. My man's feeling himself.
I'm really not.
Always one of the best feelings is a fresh cut.
Yeah, dude, it
always.
is.
You know, my barber pushing my hair long out this way.
Bro, at least it's not natural.
Oh man. I saw this one video. This dude was cutting his own hair. He fucked his head up.
There's a lot of those videos, man. There's some funny ass videos. Man, happy Tuesday to everybody out there. Unless you're on the East Coast, happy early Wednesday morning. Thank you for hanging out with us. We are going to be breaking down some Major League Baseball games on Wednesday's slate. Just like Friday, a lot of teams with non-listed starters, so we're going to have to stay away from some big games. Before we get into the games, make sure to go to our YouTube, youtube.com/@TaproomSportsPodcast. Like, subscribe, follow us, twitch.tv/TaproomSports. Podcast is available everywhere on every podcast platform. Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, you name it, we are there. Thank you for tapping in with us. Tell a friend. We appreciate y'all. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. Nice day of sports.
Yes, sir.
Lots of soccer, lots of baseball. Good day.
Hell yeah.
We're getting closer to Friday.
That's Ben's favorite day.
I got a good beer though, so I'm happy about today.
Nice. What are you sipping on?
So I've got Biggie's Blood Orange Brunch Bonanza.
Good.
Oh my god, it smells incredible. So this is an imperial sour with blood orange and vanilla, coming in at 8% from Alvarado. So one of our favorite breweries out here in the Bay Area.
Yes, sir. USC just did a collaboration with Stone.
Oh, that's dope. I gotta find that.
Yeah, I need Irv to give me some. I don't know if you can find it anywhere outside of LA.
Okay. I saw another Warriors one.
I think it's only in LA. I'm not 100% sure on that though. So Ben, if you do find some, let me know.
Yeah, definitely will. I saw another Warriors one today. I'm gonna wait for basketball season to pick that up. So
from who?
I think it was.
Strike. Oh, speaking of Warriors or NBA, y'all see the little beef between PG and Devin Booker?
Nah, what happened?
I don't know. I think PG dissed him or said some shit about him on his podcast. I gotta look more into it and see, but I saw that on Twitter today. I was like, what the hell going on? So I gotta look into that and see.
I don't really follow those athletes and their pods and stuff.
But what's the name got a pretty good one? I like his, Pat Beverly's. His is pretty cool. And your boy Gilbert Arenas.
No chill, Gil. I don't know, dude. I just feel like these athletes just get on these podcasts and these media platforms, and obviously people are gonna tune in because of who they are, and they just say dumb shit just to go viral, dude.
Yeah, but Gil's toned it down, so that's good. But yeah, I gotta look into that and let y'all know how that's looking.
Yes, please do. Basketball season right around the corner. FIBA is right around the corner. U.S. team mollywhopped Puerto Rico last night. Everyone on Twitter was saying the U.S. team didn't look good, and then they came out and fucking dominated the second half. People got to understand,
surprise
dude.
Us, though?
What?
Does that surprise us, though? Even if they're not even top team?
Well, that's the thing is, people on Twitter oh, this is going to be a down year for the U.S. This isn't going to be good. And it's bro, you got to understand, dude, the worst U.S. professional basketball players combined are still better than every other team in the world, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you take Giannis, Embiid, Luka.
Yeah, you gotta put them all on one team.
You gotta put them all on one team.
Yeah,
it's just not even fair. And on top of that, Like, look at the U.S. coaching staff, dude. Steve Kerr's the head coach. His assistants are Spoelstra, Mark Few, and Ty Lue, dude. Like, 4 of the best basketball minds on the planet, dude. Like, I don't care who's on the team, bro. Oh, my God. It's insane. Anyways, we're here to talk baseball. Before we hop into the games, dude, I do want to kind of bring up the Padres because we talked about them on Sunday when we were going over, like, who we thought was going to make the playoffs, and stupidly, I picked the Padres to make the playoffs. I want to take that back. I think their season is absolutely over. I think the Dodgers ended it on Monday. Up 5-0. Dodgers come back and score 13 unanswered runs, dude. Seth Lugo goes on San Diego media after, basically says that he thinks the Dodgers were stealing signs somehow. They knew what pitches were coming.
Jesus.
Maybe true, may not be true, but it's just a bad look at all this going down. Padres they lose 3 out of 4 to the Dodgers, and then you come back and you're like, oh, they were stealing signs. You know what I mean? Just a bad look for the Padres, man. And it leads me to the question of what is going to happen to the Padres after this season, dude. Juan Soto is a free agent. Josh Hader is a free agent. Like, what's going to happen with this team? Do you guys think that Juan Soto even re-signs? Do you think there's a possibility he goes elsewhere? Does Bob Melvin keep his job?
They have to throw stupid money at Soto for what they gave up for him. Like, they have to throw stupid money at him to get him to re-sign. Because if he walks, I mean, it's the same situation with Ohtani. Like, if he walks and San Diego doesn't get anything out of him, that is one of the biggest loses that they have, because they gave some huge pieces over to the Nationals for Soto to come play for a year and a third.
Yeah.
And if I'm a San Diego Padres fan, if they don't re-sign him, I am not happy. I mean, I know he hasn't performed up to the caliber that they expected him to perform, but to get nothing out of that, just like the Angels are going to get nothing out of Ohtani, like, those are both huge losses for those teams.
Yeah. I was because I was kind of thinking about it the other night. Not the other night, last night. And I was like, man, like, I just feel like Soto to the Yankees is, like, going to happen.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Like, at this point, like, I just don't see I don't see why. Well, I see why Soto would resign if he, like, is getting $400 million or something. But I just think, like, after the season the Yankees have had, they're gonna go out and they're gonna make a very aggressive move, because Juan Soto by far.
Boone?
I don't know about firing Boone. I think that the biggest possible move they could make, because from all accounts of, like, New York media and stuff, is that the locker room loves Aaron Boone. Like, they really respect that guy, and, like, they would go to war for him. And, as a baseball fan, like, I want Aaron Boone to stay because of, like, the theatrics that he performed last night with.
Oh my God, for the strike.
Yeah. That was
but
hilarious.
the fans are calling for his head, though. That's the big thing. They're calling for his and Cashman's head.
Yeah, but fans are always going to overreact.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a couple of years now. I don't really think Hal is not his dad. He doesn't make, like, quick decisions that he feels like, all right, his manager didn't win the World Series, I'm firing his ass. Now, if George Steinbrenner was still alive and well running that team, I think Aaron Boone would get axed, no doubt. But I think they're just taking the approach like, okay, they're going to try to do what they can to probably try to fight and make a playoff spot this season, but they're going to probably try to spend big money next year, because that's usually what the Yankees do. They got a shitty-ass farm system. Those prospects are clearly overrated as shit, and we've been hearing about them for all these years, and Volpe was the next overrated-ass Derek Jeter. I'm glad he's sucking. But yeah, I just think they're going to go out and try to throw major money at free agents and swing for the fences, because they still got to pay Stanton. They just gave Judge that big deal, and behind them two, Stanton is either home run or bust, but besides Judge, that lineup is complete dog shit, man.
Yep. It's, like, very hit or miss. Like, it's not even hit or miss. I feel like their whole lineup is, like, home run or nothing, dude.
Yeah, that's it.
Home run, strikeout, or nothing, dude.
And they refuse to trade their prospects because they think down the line, those dudes are gonna be something. So
Yep. So I agree with you, dude. I definitely think that they're gonna make a very aggressive move. They're gonna overreact and they're gonna go out and they'll probably make an offer at Otani, obviously. They'll make a run. They're not gonna get him, so they're gonna go after Soto. They'll probably offer him, maybe 500 million. You know what I mean? I don't know what Otani's gonna get, dude. If Otani gets like 600 million, Soto will probably get like 500 million.
yeah, because they saying depending on, because he's gonna either sign a long term deal or he's gonna sign I think they said a eight. It's either gonna be an 8-year deal or it's gonna be a 12-year deal. If he signs the 12-year deal, it's gonna be his contract is gonna be between 550 to 600 million. The 8-year deal is gonna be, I think, 55 or 60 million a year. So
Who are you? Soto or Otani?
oh, Otani. No,
Ohtani.
Soto's going for the longest, biggest money he can get if he doesn't. Now, word around the campfire is he loves playing in San Diego. So even if they miss the playoffs, there's no way that owner is gonna he's gonna offer him.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna give Soto a blank check, but then
like
they're gonna conundrum because they
13,350.
just gave Machado a new deal, and they still have Tatis on the books for 300 and something million, and they just gave Joe Musgrove down there 200 million. So that's gonna be well over $1 billion invested in 4 players.
I also, on top of that too, Irv, like I don't think winning is I'm not saying winning isn't important to Juan Soto, but I don't think winning is like his end all be all.
Yeah, he won a fucking World Series. Was the best player on the team at 19.
Yep.
So,
And
it's not like the Padres can't retool and compete next year for a World Series. They just having a dog shit year. So
yeah, but they need a lot of pieces.
Yeah, they need a lot of pitching. That's their main problem, and that lineup is inconsistent as hell. Xander started off looking like the best shortstop in on the planet, and he's just cooled all the way down.
Yep.
And they gave him what 240, 250?
Gave him a lot of fucking money. And Ha-Seong Kim's actually their best player this year. If we're
Yeah, he's
keeping it
man. And they only got him for what? He only under contract for what, 2 more years, 3 more years?
He actually might be a free agent. Hold on.
Yeah, because I think he only got 2 years max on his deal if he's not going to be a free agent next year.
He signed a 4-year, $28 million deal, but that was.
Damn, they got him on the steal. Yeah, I think this might be his last year.
Oh, next year's his last year, so they have him one more
yeah.
year. But I mean, he's been their best player. Like it's not even a debate. Like it's been crazy how good he's been. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting. Like because the Padres, we're talking about the Yankees farm system. I mean the Padres farm system is fucking depleted, dude.
Oh yeah, that Juan Soto trade completely took their farm system out. And on top of that, the trades they was making before then that were still they was giving up high level guys too.
Mm-hmm. So I don't even know what they're gonna like. The only thing, and Blake Snell's a free agent. We didn't even mention that.
Yeah,
and he's been their best pitcher.
He might win a Cy Young and go into free agency.
Yep, and a team's gonna throw some coin at him. Probably the Mets.
Yep, or the Phillies.
The Phillies. Where do the Phillies get all this money from, dude?
I don't know, but they got a war chest over there.
They always just be fucking giving hella money to free agents. All right.
Dodgers signed Young Hyun Suk.
Yeah, he's a very highly touted Korean prospect. He's a
Korean wonder kid.
He's 18. He throws 98. He's foregoing KBO, which is unusual for Korean prospects. They usually go into KBO first.
His off-speed stuff is disgusting.
It is, but like I told Irv, like this kid.
Yeah, he's only 18, so he's probably gonna be they're probably gonna take like 2-3 years to get him to the show.
And he's got to develop, dude, because I mean, he's pitching against Korean high school kids, which is like not even near the level of the U.S. high school system. So I mean, it's completely different ball. I'm not saying like he's obviously has huge potential, and it's probably the best thing for him is signing now so he can go into a major league system and get developed rather than go into the KBO because who knows where his development's going to take him there then, So yeah, he'll probably be up in like 2 years if all goes well. They can get him in. I don't know if he already signed his contract, but if he did, they could probably get him into the rookie ball like now, so he at least gets a month under his belt. He
just signed for He is signed for $900K.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But it's a good signing, dude. It's a good signing. And Dodgers they're good at developing, so we'll see. We'll see where it takes them. All right, let's hop into these games tomorrow. So the first game we got is the Orioles and the Astros. Man, what a fucking meltdown by Felix Bautista tonight. First runs he's given up since June 24th, and he gives up a grand slam to lose the game. Blows the save. Kyle Tucker, grand slammy. And it's crazy, too, because the pitch right before was strike 3, and the catcher dropped the fucking foul tip. Very next pitch, fucking grand slam, dude. Felix Bautista did not have his splitter today, though. It was, everyone was just sitting on on his fucking fastball, which is a good one, but,
Yeah, they're major league hitters.
So, tough loss for Baltimore, dude. They were up 6-2, end up losing 7-6. Tomorrow they got Jack Flaherty on the mound against Christian Javier. Let me get the updated odds at FanDuel. We have the Orioles laying $1.24, Astros plus $1.06. The total is at 9. What do you guys think about this game? Both teams are 7-3 in their last 10, so both teams are hot.
Yeah, neither of these guys have pitched against each other either. Jack Flaherty coming off a really good game. This last one, against Toronto. So, you wonder if he can hold that. He's done it a few times where he has back-to-back good starts, but his last 3 before that have been 3 earned, 4 earned, 3 earned. So, you kind of question which team which pitcher is going to come out. Usually against a good team, he pitches well. So I'm kind of leaning the Orioles here. Javier have been letting a lot of runs in. So I would definitely go first 5 to the O's, maybe even full game here. I think if you take minus half a run too, you can get better value there for first 5.
Irv, what do you think?
Losing a game like that, the O's got to bounce back. They had all the momentum. They should have definitely won that game. They let it slip away. And I think Flaherty is going to return to the Flaherty we saw this year for those dog shit Cardinals. It's nothing like motivation. He's in the pennant race now. He looked amazing his last start. It's nothing like pitching with motivation and you're going out there helping the team potentially win a championship and not being on a team that's probably going to be cellar dwellers. Shout out to those trash ass Cardinals. I'm love watching them suck. I still remember that home run they hit off Clayton Kershaw.
Oh man.
Who was that sorry ass Jack that hit that home run? I can't even think of his name. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, Jack Flaherty, take it to the bank. Run line, money line. He looked like a totally different pitcher his first start, and I think that continues. And then, like you said, Christian Javier has good stuff, but dude is a walk machine and a home run machine. So, and that's not good versus a lineup, especially a lineup that's hitting the ball like they are right now. And I don't see them slowing down. Santander is back to his old self. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Baltimore.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like the thing with Christian Javier, dude, is like he has a fucking hella high walk rate. His walk rate is 8%. His K rate is 22%, but I mean that's down from last year. He's definitely not striking out guys like he was last year. He was a 5.11 xFIP. And I mean this guy, like, outside of his start against Oakland, and let's be honest, he walked 6 guys in that start too. It's not like he was out there fucking pitching a gem. I mean, this guy he has not been good this season, bro. Not been good at all. And I do think that with Baltimore against right-handed batting this year, they have a walk rate of 8%, pretty high walk rate, and a pretty low K rate, 22%. 103 WRC plus, 170 ISO. Since June 1st, at home, Baltimore, where are they at? I lost them. 101 WRC plus, 171 ISO, So, I mean, they do hit lefties. I'll say this: Baltimore hits lefties better than they do righties. Seen today as they fucking shelled, what's his face, Framber Valdez. I think it's gonna be imperative though that Jack Flaherty, and I agree with Irvin. I agree with Irv's take in the fact that like Flaherty can have this renowned sense of like of I'm pitching for something. You know what I mean? I think we saw that in his first start. And Ben, I know you think 3 earned runs is a lot. 6 innings and 3 earned is still a quality start. You know what I mean? And like it's a quality
especially in the American League.
It's a quality start, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to look who he's playing too. If you're allowing 3 earned runs in, a game against a slumping Arizona team, if you're allowing it versus Washington,
I know, but 3 earned, 6 innings and 3 earned is a quality start. It's not debatable. That's the definition of a quality start. 6 innings, 3 earned, or less. So, if my starting pitcher is going out and giving me 3 earned or less, my team should be able to score 4 runs. The Orioles average over 5 runs a game. So really, they just need you to go out there and give you 3 or less. You can't go out against a team like Houston and expect to fucking pitch zeros, dude. That's tough to ask.
I'm not. I didn't say that.
I mean, it's tough to ask against any major league
if
team.
I want, if I'm a starting pitcher against, there's definitely a difference between a quality start against a team like the Dodgers versus a team like.
I know, but that's like
Arizona right now.
That's your set. Well, his start against Arizona wasn't a quality start because he only went 5 innings. But your definition of a quality start isn't the actual definition of a quality start.
Great. I could care less about that because the way that I'm looking at a quality start is different between a quality team versus a shit team. And if you're going out and you're letting 3 runs in against a shit team in 5 innings, in 6 innings, we're allowing a run every other inning. I'm not happy as a fan. I'm not happy I wouldn't be happy as a manager in that.
Yeah, but you got to also think like crazy things could happen. I mean, look at Felix Bautista today, dude. He fucking walks the first batter. Okay, that's not good. Gives up a bloop single to Jose Altuve, dude. Soft contact. That's like the odds of that happening are like slim to none, right? Strikes out the next guy. Fucking next batter, Yordan Alvarez, fucking hits one to center field and Mateo drops it. But because it was like 110 off the bat, they don't call it an error. Even though technically it was an error. Like it was literally he fucking dropped the ball. Then he gets Kyle Tucker up, strikes out Kyle Tucker, strike 3. Fucking catcher doesn't keep the foul tip in his glove. Boom, grand slam. I mean, there's context to everything. So you look at the line and you're like, man, Felix Bautista gave up 4 runs. But in reality, those 4 runs should have never been given up. If he catches that Yordan ball, that's 2 outs right there.
Yeah.
If he catches the foul tip, they're out of the inning. He doesn't even give up anything.
Pitch than the grand slam, then we're not talking about any of this.
I mean, sure, but the point still stands.
Lay one up with the bases loaded.
The point still stands is that there's context to everything. Just because a pitcher gives up and run, that's why xFIP is important.
And
that's
there's
why Sierra is important.
My statement as well is that a quality start versus a top level team versus a lower level team is completely different. If you're going out and putting the A's versus the Orioles.
Well, if
you go out and you put up 6 innings and 3 runs versus the A's, and you go out and put 6 innings and 3 runs versus the Orioles, I would be much happier if I was putting up 3 runs in 6 innings against the Orioles than I am the A's.
Right, but if it was on the same side, if a guy goes out and pitches 6 innings and gives up no runs against the A's, you look at it like, oh, well, it's the A's. Every pitcher should do that. These are professional ball players, dude. Even the A's are professional ball players.
Yeah.
But see what I'm saying though is like you look at it like, oh well, it's against the A's, he shouldn't give up 3 runs. But then on the flip side, if a pitcher pitches 6 innings, no earned against the A's, you're like, well, it's against the A's.
No, that's still a good start because he didn't allow any runs.
All right.
I don't. if you put up 0 runs against anybody, that's a great start. If you put 0 runs up against the Dodgers, that's an even better start if you put 0 runs up against the A's.
Ben, if you go 6 innings and give up 3 earned or less and lose the game, in my opinion, that's not on the starting pitcher, because your offense, you have to be able to generate 4 runs a game to win.
I didn't say that.
So why is it not a quality start to you?
I'm just saying there's different qualities of starts. There's a low level quality start versus a high level quality start. I don't understand how this isn't like, computing. No, if you're going against a shit team, it's a 3 runs in 6 innings is completely different against going than the top 3 batting team going 6 innings, 3 runs. Do you not see a difference between the two? A top offense versus the worst offense in the league?
Well, I mean, dude, the worst offenses in the league still put up fucking 4.5 runs a game. You know what I mean? It's like they scored 3 or less.
You're negating the whole point.
I'm not negating it. I'm just saying, like, they're professional ball clubs, dude. A quality start is a quality start in my opinion.
There's better batters versus non-better batters.
Sure, but they're all pros at the end of the day.
Okay.
So we only count statistics versus the Braves, Dodgers.
No, there's weighted statistics.
Yeah, there's weighted statistics based on, variables.
The teams that they're playing. Yeah.
That's exactly it. Not necessarily teams they're playing. It's more on ballparks they're playing in. Because it doesn't weight a good team and bad team.
It weights your opponent. It definitely does.
No, what stat does?
All of the weighted throughout the
weighted runs created plus only it averages the ballpark. It doesn't have anything to do with the opposing team. It averages ground balls, fly balls, home runs, strikeouts, and the ballpark factors. It has nothing to do with your opponent. Because if that was the case, I mean, anyone that plays in the fucking AL West, they would have a much lower WRC plus because they play the A's fucking 15 times a year. And the A's would have a monster WRC plus since they're the worst team if that was the case, because they're playing all good teams compared to them. But they're not. They have one of the worst.
Okay.
You're thinking of DVOA in football. DVOA weights your opponent.
Yeah.
Anyways, quality start. Ben doesn't like him.
You're a fucking idiot. There's differences.
There's not, but okay.
There is. If you're looking at how a pitcher pitches against one team versus the other.
So who are the good teams in your opinion that a guy can have a bad start against?
We're talking about the same start. We're talking about a quality start, like you just said. 6 innings, 3 runs.
I know, but okay. So
if
what?
You put up 6 innings and 3 runs versus the Dodgers.
Okay, Dodgers. Name all the teams that you can get. You can go 6 and 3 and still have a good quality start. Can you name them for me, just so we can get this out of the way?
Sure, I'd say the Orioles. I'd say the Rays. I'd say the Blue Jays. I'd say the Braves. I'd say nobody in the Central. Nobody in the Central. I'd say the Astros.
You're telling me Cubs aren't a good offense?
Okay, for the last 2 weeks.
The Cubs actually been a damn good offense.
I'd say the Dodgers. I'd say offensively the Padres.
What about the Diamondbacks?
Not the last 2 weeks.
Oh man!
We gotta add in all these other factors. All right, so we're talking about the Diamondbacks, April to July. If you faced them and gave up 3 or less,
but there's a difference between what that team was in the first half versus the second half.
I love you, man. I love you.
But I'm looking at if somebody's playing the fucking Royals.
So basically, the teams the teams that you think are dog shit, like the Royals, the A's,
the offensively struggling.
Yeah, but I assume that you think the Nationals are a bad offense.
I don't think the Nationals are a top offense.
Well, depending on what you're looking at, they're top 15.
I'd put them at 15 to 20 area. There's a lot
But
worse.
15 would be top
offenses.
half of the league.
15 to 20. That's the second half of the league.
Dude, the Nationals offense is better than a lot of offenses you probably think are good. They're better than the Arizona Diamondbacks for throughout the entire season. They're better than the Mets. They're better than the Mariners. They're better than the
Giants?
Phillies.
Giants are middle of the pack.
The Giants are actually, they're actually middle to bottom.
Yeah.
Because the Giants don't hit lefties, remember?
Yeah.
They struggle against lefties, so that's a huge miss for them. But now the Nationals they're actually a really good offense. So are the Cardinals, for that matter. Cardinals just can't pitch.
They can't put both together.
Man, speaking of the Brewers, man, it's like when they score a whole bunch of runs, that next game, that offense is fucking.
They waste all their runs, dude. It's like the Padres. Every time the Padres score like more than 5 runs, guaranteed the next game they score fucking 3 or less. Guaranteed.
In the game going under.
Yep. Today they scored 0. Yesterday they scored 5.
5. Damn.
Team sucks, dude. All right, so Astros versus Orioles, Flaherty versus Javier. Where are we going with this?
Give me Orioles.
Yeah, like Baltimore first 5 minus a half a run.
I think Baltimore bounces back after that debacle. And I hope that they have a save opportunity so Felix can get back out there and do his thing. Normally, after 30 pitches, I wouldn't expect him to pitch tomorrow, but I think after what happened today, if there's a save opportunity, they will get him out there. They will let
probably
him.
Also, I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
I'll go ahead.
I'd probably also go first 5, at least first 5 over, maybe full game over. Do we have team lines? Or is that going to come out tomorrow?
Team totals tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the total? 8.5 or 9?
9.
So the team totals will probably be 4.5 for each team.
Yeah. Probably go Baltimore over. Especially first 5, the way that that Javier's been pitching.
Yeah, dude. I just can't back Christian Javier, bro. I gotta take
Yep.
Baltimore. I think this line's a little short too, which is a little surprising. Which sometimes it's not always the best. Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore money line minus. What is it? 120.
Yep.
Is that what it's at right now?
Yep. That's what I see as consensus.
Yeah. All right. Be more. All right, so we were going to talk Giants Halos, but the Giants, they love pitching bullpen games, so we don't know who the fuck's going to start. Ben, are you concerned that this bullpen's going to get majorly worn down by the fucking
Absolutely.
September?
I mean, I'm taking this as a, even if we just come in as a wild card, I'm taking this as a win year because I, from the get-go, had them at, 81 and 81.
Yeah, true.
So I had them at a 500 team. Anything that they do better than that is happy. I didn't expect them to even get to a wild card position or maybe be fighting for that last one. So I will take what's going on right now in a heartbeat. But yes, I am very much worried.
Thought they should have made him. If they made a move for a starter at the deadline, I would have been more convinced. But I mean, at this point, they're probably going to make the playoffs, dude.
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs in a wild card position, but they're not going to. They don't have the pitching to go deep. And you got DeScalfini on the IL.
Yep.
He's going to be, he's not going to be quality in the playoffs there. And if you're looking that you're going to go in and start Cobb as your number 2 guy, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
It's going to be tough, dude. But I mean, dude, that bullpen's been fucking great, which I've alluded to.
But you got to get to the bullpen.
Well, I mean, they start majority of their games with the bullpen.
And, today they didn't even get their starter. Didn't even get a third of an inning.
Well, I mean, Alexander was only going to go out there and pitch an inning anyways, but that was the problem. Is like if you look at that game in general, look who the Angels scored off of. They scored off Alexander and they scored off Alex Wood. The Angels rock fucking left-handed pitching. Like if I was Kepler, I would have just pitched all righties, dude. If you're pitching a bullpen game, why throw a lefty out there? Doesn't make any sense. All right, let's move on to Dodgers and D-backs. So Dodgers won tonight 5-4. Did not cover the -1.5. So shout out to AK, came through. Diamondbacks actually put up some runs, but unfortunately they lose the game. The Diamondbacks are 2-8 in their last 10. They have not won a game in over a week. Merrill Kelly's on the mound tomorrow against Bobby Miller. Currently, the Dodgers are laying $1.23. And Diamondbacks are anywhere from like plus $1.10 to $1.13, depending on where you look. And the total is at 9 everywhere. Total's at 9. What do you guys think about? Irv, we'll start with you since you're the Dodgers guy. What do you think about this game here?
What are you talking about, Willis? I'm an Angels fan. No, I like the way my team is playing. Offense is clicking. Bullpen came in, gave up some runs, but my guy came in and shut the door, even though he gave up some runs in the ninth.
He said my guy came and shut the door, even though he gave up some runs too.
Yeah, Captain Phillips came in and shut it down in the ninth, but we just gotta continue to ride his momentum, man. Almonte, Investia, Blake Trinan got to get healthy, man. Because if those two come in a playoff game, I might just cut the TV off and hope for the best. Because them two, man, they like a fucking revolving door. Remember Mo on The Simpsons when you walk in and walk out? Yeah, that's them giving up runs, man. They got Chris Flexen syndrome, and he's on the mound tomorrow. So fade the hell out of his ass. Yeah, I just love the way we playing, man. The offense is clicking. The starting pitching is getting healthier. My boy Bueller, walking to him, is coming back. I can't believe it. I thought he was gonna be out the whole year. Yep. Urias back-to-back quality starts. I like what I'm seeing, man. And yeah, you can stick a fork in this Diamondbacks team, man. For a team that started off as hot as they did. They have cooled all the way down. They training camp gonna be in Antarctica next year. That's how cold them motherfuckers is right now. So that's yeah, man. Just bet the mortgage on the Dodgers tomorrow.
Ben?
Yeah, I'm looking at the under here. With both of these pitchers being high strikeout pitchers, I definitely think we can, look at the under here. Bobby Miller doesn't have. He's got a decent amount of starts now, but he's putting up, average around 6 Ks per game. Merrill Kelly, you're looking at, closer to 7 Ks. Came out 9 against Minnesota, which was a big start there. So I think we can definitely go with the under here. Both of these pitchers are, other than the San Francisco start for Kelly, putting up, as Jordan would say, quality starts. As
I would say, it's like a legitimate stat, dude.
Yeah. So I think you can look at the under here. I would lean Dodgers with the way that Arizona is playing. I definitely would lean Dodgers full money line here, but you're not going to get great value, right? What's it sitting at right now?
Mine is only $1.23.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Then I would definitely take my money line here for the Dodgers, and probably go over strikeouts for both of these pitchers if you're doing a price pick.
Nice.
Even though Arizona scored 2 runs in each of the 8th and 9th tonight.
Yeah.
Had to make it close.
I mean, that could wake them up a little bit, dude. They haven't been able to score at all in the last 2 weeks, dude. And I mean, this whole team is just they all hit a slump at the same time, dude, and it just has been devastating. Now, Diamondbacks are interesting, dude, because from April to June, or April to July, this team was a top 5 offense against right-handed pitching. Now, since July, this team is one of the worst teams in general against lefties and righties. Against right-handed pitching, since July, at home, the Diamondbacks have a 73 WRC plus and a 119 ISO. That is way below average, dude. Like, that is ice cold. Can't get nothing going. For example, the Diamondbacks on Sunday against the Twins had 11 hits and only scored 3 runs. Today, they had, how many hits did they have today? 10? 10 or 11? Today.
10 hits.
10 hits, they score 4 runs. This team is just not getting timely hits. They're not hitting with runners in scoring position. At some point, it's got to turn and it's got to regress back to the norm a little bit. Maybe we saw that in the 8th and 9th inning today.
But is that going to happen against this Dodgers team?
Well, could happen against Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller's not that good.
Bobby Miller's had its moments. I will agree with you on that.
Bobby Miller had his moments like the first 3 starts, and his first 4 starts, he was good, and then he went 7 earned, 6 earned, 3 earned, 4 earned.
Against Kansas City. That changes it.
5 2/3, 3 earned. Not even a quality start. He didn't even get that 6th inning. He can go 6 full.
Bro, if you don't pump the damn brakes, you're a rookie.
Yeah, he is a rookie, so it's obviously going to be up and down. But what I'm saying is that, like, I would look for the Diamondbacks. Like, this might be the get right spot for them.
Cool, but Bobby is a future ace. Don't be trying to clown my boy.
It could be. He's not right now.
His nickname is Ricky Bobby. That's what I'm gonna call him now.
Shake and bake.
All right. It's tough getting ahead of this Dodgers team right now, but I mean, if I'm gonna play this game, I'm taking the Diamondbacks, dude. I think that at some point this team they have to turn around. But I mean, the Diamondbacks, they've taken so much coin from me the last 2 weeks, dude. Like, I don't know if I can muster up the courage to back this team right now. But I'm definitely leaning Arizona plus $1.10.
I mean, I get where you're coming from on this whole like regression of their bats, but it's been 2 months now, and
yeah, so I mean, it's got to come back, dude. This team raked for 3 months.
Yeah, but you're just they've dug themselves into such a hole. Yeah, I don't see them coming back until they go to Colorado.
Nah.
That's after the San Diego series.
Nah, they're not. Bro, they've been so bad the last 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, at some point, dude, obviously the ebbs and flows of a season come and go. It's gotta regress to the mean at some point, dude.
The Aviators' final score was 9-10. It was 13 runs scored in the first 2 innings.
Wow.
Damn. Only 6 the rest of the game. Who pitched? Who pitched? Who started?
Let's see. This AAA shit is so fun. Luis, wait. Starters were Healy for the Sacramento
River Cats, huh?
River Cats. And then the starter for Vegas was
Mueller.
Checking it right now.
Irv, when you go out to Vegas, you got to go to one of those games.
Supak.
Okay.
He gave up. No, it wasn't him. It was the Sacramento pitcher. That motherfucker gave up 6 runs, and what it is.
Well, I mean, Sacramento.
So the Vegas starter gave up 7 runs in the first inning. In the bottom of the second, the Sacramento starter gave up 6 runs.
Well, I mean, this is the same fucking team that the Sacramento River Cats, that had a 5-run lead in the bottom of the ninth of a game and lost the game. And it didn't even go to extras. They lost it in the ninth inning.
They lost. I know they lost in the ninth with the error. That shit was terrible.
Fucking dumbasses. Yeah, man. It's tough to get in front of the Dodgers, but I got to here. I'm playing this. It's Arizona. All right, let's look at our final game. We got Toronto versus Cleveland. We got Gausman versus Logan Allen. Cleveland did win today, 1-0. So the Blue Jays in a 2-game series against the Guardians have scored a whopping 3 runs. And they still have more runs in the series than the Guardians. 3-2.
Tomorrow might be a 1-0 game too.
I was gonna say, is this Jose's final suspension day?
He played today.
Oh, there's already been 3 games?
No, dude, he hasn't even sat a game
started
yet. I think he's appealing, so as long as you're in the appeal process, you could play.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Fuck, I take the 3 games and
I know, just get it over with.
Yeah,
because he's gonna get suspended no matter what. So
who does Cleveland play next? Is that what they're waiting for?
I mean, dude, they're kind of like out of it. They basically sold their whole roster. I don't know what they think they're doing, but I'll just get it over with. They're fucking.
Oh yeah, they got Tampa Bay next.
They're actually not that far behind Minnesota, but I mean they're pretty far. What do you guys think about this one though? Toronto laying $1.42, Cleveland plus $1.20. The total's at 8. What do you guys think?
I think Gausman probably pitches a gem tomorrow.
He's coming off a start where he got beat up by the Orioles.
Yeah, he got to bounce back. He's too good, man.
My only thing, dude, is that the Blue Jays struggle against lefties, dude.
So probably look at another under. Because, you know, Gausman's not going to – I doubt he pitches back-to-back terrible outing and gives up a bunch of runs to a Cleveland lineup that has a missing Naylor.
Yeah.
All they really have right now is Ramirez. And I don't know what happened to Jimenez, but he's not having the same type of season he had last year. Or my boy Quan.
Yeah, they've both been kind of struggling.
You look at Logan Allen, too, and he hasn't pitched against a good offense in a while.
Yeah, but one thing I would say is he pitched against the White Sox, who are really good against left-handed hitting, and he fucking he held them to only 2 runs. And 1, and he gave 5 in the other.
Yeah.
Kansas City too. They've been raking lefties in the last month.
Okay.
Gave up 5 against them. So I mean he's coming off several bad starts. But on the flip side, Toronto isn't good against lefties. All season they have a 106 WRC plus 128 ISO against lefties. Since July 1st against lefties, they're hitting
Ben.
Oh, they're actually
276.
the best. They're actually the best team against lefties since July 1st.
Yeah, they're batting 276 against left-handers right now.
For the whole season?
Yeah.
Yeah, but average is one thing. What are you doing with those bats? You know? Because we all know Toronto loves to like not be able to hit with runners in position.
I mean, they got an OBP of 351, slugging at 420, and an OPS of 771. It's not bad.
Yeah, but on the whole season, hold on, where is it at? They have a low K percentage. Only 106 WRC plus though against lefties. It's 15th. I mean, I would expect them to bounce back though. They have to, dude. They're in a pennant race too. Like they have to get this going. They also have the highest walk rate in the last month against lefties, and they have only an 18% K rate. So they're not striking out against left-handed pitching. And Logan Allen, on the flip side, you know, he doesn't get a ton of, or he's 22.9% K rate, 8% walk rate, 313 BABIP though. It's gonna regress a little bit at some point. He's a 4.34 Sierra. Obviously, Gaussman's a better pitcher if we're being honest. Man, I just feel like Toronto goes through these slumps though, dude. Like when they're offensively challenged, dude, like they're offensively challenged for like weeks at a time.
And they be terrible runners in scoring position.
Yep. I just feel like this could be one of those bad outings, but and they don't have Bo Bichette either, which I think is a major blow.
Yeah, that lineup is definitely not the same without him.
Cleveland against right-handed pitching, they are 19th in WRC plus throughout the entire season, 95, a 130 ISO. I mean, they're just not good offensively at all. They have no power. That's a problem. Against right-handed pitching at home since July, they have, where are they? 104 WRC plus, 134 ISO. In the last, say, since July 19th, against right-handed pitching at home, Cleveland, 107 WRC plus, 175 ISO. So, I mean, they've been better of late, but yeah, I'm kind of the mindset that probably take the under in this game, to be honest.
Yeah. See, under has hit Toronto's 6 of their last 7, 5 of their last 6 games on the road, 11 of their last 13 against the American League. Then you go to Cleveland, under 6 of their last 7, under 5 of their last 6 against Toronto, under 4 of their last 5 at home.
That under sounded good.
Yeah. Cleveland total's gone under in their last 11 games against the American League. It's low, sitting at 8.
Damn, those are the kind of games I feel like go over.
True. I would lean Blue Jays money line, man, because Gaussman's on the mound.
Yeah, you don't have great value there at 147, 150, but
I think it's good value, but it's kind of shocking that it's only minus 140 in my opinion. Like it should be feels like it should be like minus 160.
Yeah.
And it even opened lower and it's been bet down.
I see it opened at 140.
Oh, let me see here. Minus 155 is what it opened at most books.
Damn. Thanks, fucking Odds Shark.
And then now at Westgate, it's still minus $1.54. Bet Online's $1.48. Circa $1.40. Bovada $1.52. Caesars $1.45.
Could go to Circa.
Win
minus 140.
minus $1.55. So I mean, it's all over the place, dude. It really depends on what book you're looking at. That's why you gotta shop around. If you like the Blue Jays, like Ben said, go to Circa. They have the best price at $1.40. $1.40. 93% of tickets right now on the Blue Jays. Only 40%, 48% of the handle. 7% of tickets on Cleveland right now. 52% of the handle. They opened at a plus $1.42. They're down to $1.36. So money's coming in on Cleveland. Not tickets, but money.
Yeah.
Interesting current events. I just don't see the Guardians winning this game, dude. I can't picture it. Toronto's been raking lefties this month. Or in the last month. Absolutely destroying them. 223 ISO, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like elite. Oh, man. All right. Let's get our best bets.
Let's go,
What do you guys like?
I'm gonna go Baltimore first 5 minus a half a run. We're gonna fade Javier over Flaherty. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna go the Dodgers versus Arizona under first 5, both high strikeout pitchers, and then we're gonna shop at circa Toronto money line at minus 140.
All right, Irv.
Orioles money line, Dodgers money line, and I'm riding with the Blue Jays money line. Let's get it.
Good little parlay right there.
What's the Dodgers at? Minus what? 120. 120. And then what else? Blue Jays money line?
Yep.
Yeah, Blue Jays money line.
Minus
Let me make sure the Dodgers are at 130.
All right. I'm going best bet Baltimore Orioles minus $1.20. The get back game. Felix Bautista is going to close it out in the 9th. I think it's going to be a 5-3 game. Let's get it.
You're just going with one tomorrow?
Just one. I
right.
lean Toronto, but I just think that, like I said, dude, Toronto goes through these streaks when they're not good offensively. They're not good, and they haven't been good offensively since after that Red Sox game. And the one thing about the Red Sox and the Blue Jays is the Blue Jays always hit well in Fenway, dude. Like, they always put up 8+ runs. And then they come back against Gavin Williams, and they struggled, dude. They struggled for pretty much the whole game. They were lucky to win that game 3-1. And then today they couldn't even put up a run. Like, that's kind of how the Blue Jays go. They, like, go in these waves. And that worries me. I'm not saying that I don't think the Blue Jays win the game. I'm just saying that I'm not confident enough to lay $1.40 on that.
Or if you put that parlay together, you get plus 430.
Nice.
So 3 spot.
Nice. The Baltimore line's moving right now, too.
Before we go, I do got to say, if anybody finds Biggie's Blood Orange Brunch Bonanza, that is a quality sour. And at 8%, that's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Danger.
I could drink a 4-pack, no problem.
You can't be singing mystical songs, bro.
Danger.
Not with the name with Biggie.
No, mystical is just canceled.
Why? What happened?
Bro, you see, you got charged with first-degree rape again?
Are you serious?
Jesus.
When?
Yeah.
When was this?
Bro, this is like a year ago.
Oh, shit. I had no fucking clue, bro.
Yeah, mystical is canceled.
Oh,
When
wow.
my playlist comes on in the car, he gets skipped.
Interesting.
It's
Current
automatic.
events. Wow. I didn't know. Send me the link. I gotta see this. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. Make sure to go subscribe to our YouTube, youtube.com/@taproomsportspodcast, twitch.tv/taproomsports. You can follow Irv on X @SwervingIrvingTSP. Follow myself @JordanRulesTSP. Follow the podcast @taproom_sports. You can hit us up on Instagram @taproomsportspodcast. We appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Have a very blessed Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Pac-12. Rest in peace. The final
Rest in
Pac-12
peace to the
preview.
Pacific 12 Conference.
Yeah, the Pac-4 now, right?
Yep.
Well, it's gonna be the Pac West pretty soon. I think y'all gonna either join the ACC. Is either Stanford got 3 options: ACC, Independent, join the Mountain West with the rest of the remaining the last 4 horsemen of the Pac-12.
I have not heard anything.
I think they go independent, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, they probably go independent, honestly.
With that being said, everybody have a blessed Wednesday. We're out of here. Let's get this money. Peace.